Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. On my channel, I am discussing creating your reality, design your life, and align to the reality that you prefer to live. Let's talk about commitment, manifesting a commitment from your person. Well, to manifest a commitment from your person, you want to be the version of you in a commitment, feeling the type of person who feels committed to, okay? Be the version of yourself, the identity of yourself, that you are the type of person that people commit to. What does that version look like? Entertain that version in your mind. What does it look like that people commit to you? That they want to be committed to you in your world. They want to be part of your world. This specific person wants to be in your world, a part of your world. They want to be committed to you in your world. They see your value. They know your value. They recognize that. They see and are magnetized by you, okay? So be the version of you who people commit to. Then your thoughts, the thoughts of the version of you in a committed relationship are, I'm confident, I am secure, I got this going on, my life is really cool, or my life is really amazing, it's really incredible to date me because I'm a good person. That's the version of you. The version of you in a commitment is thinking those thoughts. So in order to manifest that version, you want to have the thoughts of that version. You consistently affirm that version of you until it becomes your natural state, your natural thought. Your world will also reflect that as a byproduct. As you continue to affirm and have those continuous thoughts, right? You're reprogramming yourself to have new thoughts and identify as a version of yourself who is in a committed relationship, who expects commitment, be the version of you who expects loyalty, be the version of you who expects that your partner is faithful, be the version of you who expects that they are devoted to you and loving to you and kind to you, be the version of you who knows that's who you are. How's everyone doing today? All right, so to change anything in your reality, you are having the thoughts of that version of yourself, right? You're having those thoughts. You're reprogramming yourself and conditioning yourself, just like a software. Think of a software program, okay? Don't focus on the old version. You reprogram yourself with the new thoughts, and you will become that. Your world is a reflection of your internal world, what you are consciously aware of, right? Everything within your imagination is outpictured into your reality, and you are experiencing everything within your imagination. So if you want to change anything in your world and you want someone to commit to you, then you are imagining that's who you are, that you're the person they want to commit to, that you are the main character, that your world is the place to be, that your world feels safe and secure and loved, that it feels confident to be with you. It feels good to be with you. I'm going to answer some questions. I came on a little late and I don't have that much time to answer questions. Hi, Gabby. Hello. Me and SP had a small argument like 2 nights ago. He came over to talk things out and we cuddled after. Gabby, your relationship is growing stronger and stronger, okay? That's where you want to keep your thoughts. The new thought, the new version of you knows it only gets better. It only gets stronger. The new version of you right now knows that you are the creator and knows that where you put your focus grows and expands and becomes your reality. So it can only get better. Why am I suddenly so obsessed with my boyfriend? Well, you're putting attention on something outside of you to create fulfillment or to create that feeling of love. Why are we obsessed with someone? Because we're looking to the outer world to fulfill something within. Okay, so take the attention off of your specific person and start being obsessed with yourself. Be obsessed with your own life. Be obsessed with the way you look. Be obsessed with the way you talk. Put all your focus on yourself and sorry, I'm rereading your question because I was thinking this is someone who's already in your life, your boyfriend. Okay, it's okay to be obsessed with each other. Okay, it's okay that you're obsessed with him, but how are you defining obsessed? Are you thinking obsessed is negative, or are you thinking obsessed is you really love and care for him in your life? and that he's a part of your life, and you love that, and you're obsessed for each other mutually. Okay, so you want to create a long-lasting relationship where it grows and solidifies more, right? How do you want it to be? That's how you create your reality, by thinking how you want it to be, okay? And although we are experiencing the 3D reality and experiencing what it feels like through the 5 senses, on a really deep level, we create fulfillment within, okay? So think about that idea and knowing that you're creating the fulfillment within, and it manifests and reflects in the outer world. Silver, how would I manifest becoming wealthy? Okay, it's abundance mindset. So start declaring yourself as abundant, right? That you want to claim it now, because you claim it to create it, okay? We're not going to feel wealthy only once we have wealth, because we are the cause and the world is the effect. So start cultivating and feeling the feeling of abundance right now. You already have many things in your life which is gives you an abundant life, right? So how do you feel abundant? Gratitude. That's a powerful way that anyone could feel abundant right now, okay? Because you might say, but I have bills to pay, all these other things. A way that you could feel abundant right now is through gratitude. Gratitude for the things that are already present in your life. You could also feel gratitude for the unseen, the things that aren't in your life. So focus on feeling grateful for having, right? In order to manifest having things, having wealth, having money, you cultivate a feeling of wealth within. So gratitude aligns perfectly with really any desire, because it's the feeling of having. Not lacking and you don't have, but you have. And the more you focus on that, you will match a reality of more of it. More, just matching that feeling of the gratitude that you hold within. Okay, that's really one of the most powerful ways to manifest any desire, is to focus on gratitude. Because you're not going to focus on not having and the lack of it and feeling frustrated and feeling aggravated and feeling lack, but you focus on having, and you focus on what appreciation, gratitude, having. So I'm wanting to change my self-concept of an ex-lover I haven't been able to from internally. Okay, so you are changing your self-concept. But sometimes what we do is you have to keep affirming that version of you until it really solidifies, okay? But don't affirm. Here's what we don't want to do. You're affirming that new version, and then you look at the 3D and say, oh, it didn't happen yet. Now you're looking at what is the effect of you is a 3D reality. So you're looking at the effect to tell you whether or not you changed. And in doing that, you're essentially not changing, because you're looking at what hasn't changed, okay? That's just one example of maybe something what you're doing, okay? So how do you change the self-concept where, you're going internally? You affirm the version of you that person is in love with, okay? That anyone would love to be your partner. That version of you would be saying, I feel loved, I am lovable, I feel really great, I am an amazing person, I love who I am. That version of you is what you'd be saying, right? So that's what you say to yourself. Your inner conversations are always creating your reality. Your whole life, you've always been creating reality through your inner conversations, the self-talk that you have with yourself. What is your self-talk? What is your inner conversation with yourself? Okay, does it oppose or does it align with your end goal? Because it needs to align with your end goal. Keep focusing on yourself, because the outer world will reflect and change and match that. I have a self-concept course with so many success stories. Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept. That is a blueprint for you to create the reality and be the version of yourself. Practice being the version of yourself consistently every day, at least for 30 days, okay? Will it take 30 days? No, because I have people clients are manifesting specific people in 2 or 3 days. They're manifesting specific people in a week. For some people, it might be 30 days, maybe, but that's all okay, okay? But the reason that I suggest at least 30 days is because you want to consistently create that habit so you have natural, normal thoughts of this version of you aligning with that reality. Suddenly, he ghosted me. I just try to put all attention on myself and being obsessed with myself. Okay, well, keep doing it. You know what? So this is also not giving importance to the 3D reality of what you see that you don't like. So you want to start telling a different story, okay? Because the version of you obsessed with yourself isn't even worried if somebody ghosted you, okay? And that doesn't even, remember, infinite versions of reality exist. That kind of reality doesn't have to exist for you, because you could create a reality and affirm the reality. I am never ghosted. You're never ghosted by people at work. You could be never ghosted by anyone if you create that reality deliberately. Like, whoever I'm interested would never ghost me because I'm too valuable to lose. That's something you say to yourself. Let that be the way that you're creating your reality. You're too valuable. No one would ever ghost you, okay? But you need to keep affirming that. Affirm it and believe it and become that version of you where you're like, because in the beginning you might think, yeah, but it's not true. No, it is true, because whatever you affirm and whatever you believe and declare of yourself is what your true reality becomes. There's nothing that's true in reality. What's true is what's true is our imagination. Our imagination is true. Okay. Even what we see, facts are never final. Reality is not final. You can always be shifting into a new reality. Everything's existing right now. So shift into the version of you in the reality where that's not even possible. It's not possible for someone to ghost you. So that's you thinking of yourself in the highest regard. You think so highly of yourself. Not only think highly of yourself, you know that this specific person loves contacting you because they see you see your value and they see your value. Okay. Do you see? It's all about perception. Reality creation, manifestation, it's all about perception. What is your perception? Right now you're looking at a reality that's like, oh my God, they're ghosting me. He ghosted me. Now, what are your assumptions when you thought you're ghosted? Okay, because the version of you with the desire in the end wouldn't even assume that's ghosting. The version of you living in the end would keep affirming, no, he's contacting me. He's contacting me. He's committed to me. That version of you, be that version right now. Okay, because now if you're the version who's like, he ghosted me, now what are you assuming? Did you start to assume, did he ghost me because he's not ready for a relationship? What are your assumptions? Or are you assuming, did he ghost me because I'm not his type? Or did he ghost me because he just doesn't like me anymore? Okay, do you see how we start to create more assumptions? And those assumptions are coming from your state of being. So you got to change your state of being. Change your state of being to knowing your value, knowing your worth. It's not only knowing your value and worth, but being the version of you where they could not resist you. Be that version. You can be that version very fast, okay, by affirming it. I'm irresistible. I am irresistible. Walk around the world. Walk through your day. Walk through your day saying that, claiming that in your own mind. And not only will your specific person show up seeing you as irresistible, other people will show up seeing you as irresistible. Okay, and that's not a problem either, because if the unwanted people find you irresistible, it's not a big deal. All you have to do is, turn off the switch and say, that person's not interested. That person's interested in me. This is how deliberate we could be creating our reality. Okay, it's all about your perception about yourself. It's about your perception of yourself in relation to any and all desires in your world. Okay, everything in your world is not even existing without you. Do you understand that? Nothing is existing nothing from your perspective exists without you. All right, so this is a gift. It's a huge, beautiful gift to you. And the gift of the world is for you to enjoy, experience, to play, be playful with, like enjoying your world, okay? You can do that immediately, instantly, effortlessly. Kaja, because I know he will be back, because I am just perfect for him, and no one, it's a competition, and no one is a competition for me. Okay, wait, let me repeat that. Because I know he will be back, because I'm perfect. I'm perfect for him, and no one is competition to me. Okay. That's a great, I love your affirmation. Okay. Now we could create, we could create over linear time. Now I want you to just tweak it, because I know where you're at. You're already there. You're already there. Now just in your mind, instead of thinking he will be back, think a little more. You might be thinking this already, but he's already mine. He's already back. He's already back. He's already mine, because I am perfect. There's no competition. Right? Or no one's a competition in my reality. There is no competition, because I'm number one. There is no competition, because I'm like what he, she, whoever the specific person has their sight set on me. The cat's meow. How would I manifest away an illness that's incurable? Stop thinking about the diagnosis. Well, yeah. Okay, so I would suggest do not focus on the idea of incurable, okay? So you want to think, look at, like 50 years ago, people said this is, all different diseases, right? They said it's not curable, this is incurable. And guess what? Guess what? They have come up with a solution. They have come up with medication. They have made it a curable disease, okay? So if you want to go there in your mind, you could do a little research about that, because you want to build your belief on this is curable. You don't have to do that. What you could do is be affirming. Think about, it's not about thinking about the diagnosis necessarily. It's about seeing yourself in wellness and whole and happy and healthy, right? I am healthy. My body is powerful. My body radiates power. I mean, this body we have knows how to heal itself. How is our heart beating? How are we breathing? Infinite intelligence is moving through our body. Okay, so affirm that, right? Joseph Murphy, Dr. Joseph Murphy, healing affirmations. Go to YouTube, Google or search in YouTube, healing affirmations, Dr. Joseph Murphy. I feel like he's got some really great affirmations. When I needed it, and I just affirm, I listened to his meditations in his own words. They were powerful. Okay. And I healed myself, from different things. Claiming that, right? Hearing that, claiming that, stating that, right? Stating health, focusing on health and well-being. Okay. And there's so much evidence. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Evelyn Monahan has a book. There are many books on healing. So think about healing through the subconscious mind. SP won't leave me alone, but don't want to commit either. I'm so tired. Okay, they won't leave you alone, but they don't want to commit either. But remember, the fact that you're stating that is because that's what you're experiencing, okay? Which is okay, okay? You're going to transcend the circumstance right now by affirming the reality you want. So stop focusing on that reality. In order to shift to a new reality, all realities are existing right now. And you're always shifting anyway. You are shifting all the time. And you're shifting based on your state of being, which your state of being is your beliefs and thoughts and assumptions. Okay, so you know that everything exists right now. Start telling the story you do want. Instead of you're talking about and focusing on the story you don't want, start shifting to how do you want it to be, right? So you get clear on what you want it to be. Okay, SP wants commitment with me. And then what does that look like? How does that sound? What do you hear your specific person saying? What do they say to you? Practice that. You got to create the blueprint in your mind. You don't create reality from the past. The record of the past will only create what you're currently in. If you want to shift and be in a new reality, in the version of the reality where you're together, you create the blueprint by affirming in your mind. Think about every athlete. Athletes, the top performers, they rehearse in their mind over and over what it's going to look like. What does it look like when they're running? What does it look like when they slam dunk? What does it look like? What it looks like winning. Okay, so what does it look like to you? Rehearse in your mind. It looks like winning, right? It looks like success. It looks like successful manifesting. That's what it looks like. Create the blueprint for that. So how else do you create the blueprint? My course, Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept, is a blueprint. So if you need help, that is the perfect place to go. It's a blueprint to help you get there. All you need to do is start. You could script out and write down, what do you want to hear? What do you want to see? And then that's what you're affirming, and that's what you're thinking about. And that's where you put your intention and your attention and your focus on that preferred reality. Okay, it is a mental discipline because you have to think about how you want it to be instead of what you see currently, right? So you stop looking at what you see that you don't like and stop telling that old story. And you shift yourself with a disciplined mind. You have a disciplined mind, right? We're creating that right now. With your disciplined mind, you're focusing on, ooh, doesn't it feel better to think about how you really want it to go? So you have to spend more time and attention in that, experience in your mind, in that vision in your mind, rehearsing and creating a blueprint for that reality in your mind. It's a map for your future that you're creating right now. Right now you're creating a blueprint. I'm not saying you're talking about this all the time, but it is your current experience. So stop creating the blueprint of the past, and instead you create the blueprint of the experience you want for the present and future. Brandy, SP says he loves me and wants to be with me forever, but won't settle down to a date. Okay, so now, just what I was saying, he is settling down to a date, right? He is ready now. He's always been ready. Okay, the thing is, remember, you're not going to give importance to whatever you see. You give more importance to what you want. So in your mind, you can even say, he's always wanted this. He's ready for this. He's always wanted to settle down. He's ready to set the date. He knows what the date is. Imagine. So go in your imagination and create. What does that look like? He's like, hey, let's pull out the calendar. What would look kind of like natural to you? What would feel sort of natural to you? Would it feel natural that he said, hey, let's look at our calendar in our phone. I was looking at this date and I feel like it's the perfect weekend to, what do you mean settle down? Does that mean get married? Okay? So if it's that, are you pulling out your calendar? Or to settle down to you mean you're engaged. So what does that look like? Does that look like your specific person asking you, what's your favorite kind of ring? Does that, because you want to be creating that blueprint, okay? Instead of saying, anytime I see the word but, won't settle down, now that's your contrary thought, okay? That's the reason you're not necessarily having your desire, because you said but won't settle down, because that's a true belief in you. You think he doesn't want to settle down or settle down on a date. Yes, he does. You have to create that. You're the causation of your reality. So create it deliberately, because right now you're believing something. Even though reality we experience, none of it's really true either. Okay, what's true is what we accept as true. So you could change the truth of your reality by changing your focus and attention. I love you all. You are powerful. If you want additional help, I have a free Facebook group. It's a community where you have other people that know about conscious creation that can help you, right? You're here because you're aligning with this information. I also have a VIP monthly subscription group if you want to level up and help with your mental diet and help have a disciplined mind, okay? All of those details are in the link in my bio. So you guys have an amazing day. I love you all. You're powerful, and I intend that you see your power and manifest success, okay? Bye.